Welcome to the Bravo Rundown, where we talk about everything that's trending for the week in the Bravoverse. And my lovely co-host, I'll let you introduce yourself.
I'm Sonia Weber, just booking around and Bravo, Bravo, Books and Bravo. And I'm talking kind of funny today. I had gum surgery. I've got a mouth guard. So I sound like I'm a teenager with braces, but
And I think you sound fine, but yeah,
thank you.
I'm glad you're recovering. And I'm Genevieve Melzer, and I'm Real Melz at Bravo. And we met online because we're both kind of Bravo obsessed, but we also have very different hot takes too. So this tends to work out well. Okay, so we want to start today with Summer House because there was, and like I made a video about this, and then the comments were very interesting that I was getting. But this week on Summer House, West and Sierra, that's kind of like the storyline that is popping back up again. And Ryan Bailey of So Good, So Bad. Is it just So Good, So Bad?
With
Ryan
Ryan Bailey.
Bailey. Oh,
Yes.
with Ryan Bailey.
Yeah.
He posted, did anyone else hear West say, like, I'm so high right now, or not something like that, but
I'm
like
tripping
I'm
balls.
tripping
Was that
balls.
it?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that was right.
Yeah.
So then looking at the episode, the end of the episode with that kind of view and the beginning of next week's episode, because Bravo dropped that, it does look like Ryan had said like maybe he was on shrooms or something, but what do you think of this?
Well, I just finished his podcast when I was walking through the grocery store, and he was very focused on this. He had specific parts with the episode that he said, go back and watch this. And I
Ooh.
don't think I picked up on it as much until that preview for next week
Mhm.
when, and to describe it, it was West and all the people. It's the same night as the Vineyard. West just seems so out of it. He seemed to barely be able to
Yes.
put together a sentence. And then he's sitting next to Sierra and he's just inching, starting to touch her with his foot and his hand. That was not sober. What it was, I don't know, but it was
Mhm.
not sober.
I agree. Okay, so if anyone's ever been wine tasting, you know that you're just knocking back those samples. Then maybe you get a glass of wine, right? So compounded on the night before, he was probably definitely feeling that. But it did seem like when he was talking with Ben and then the scene for next week, it was different. It didn't seem like he was drunk. It didn't seem like Sierra even said, "What's wrong with you? Are you drunk?" And he said, "No." And she said, "Are you sad?" And he said, "No." And then he actively pulled his chair closer to her and was like touching her, which some may, yeah.
Well, the night before, too, or early in the morning when they're eating the buffalo chicken dip, I don't know what he was trying to tell her. He was trying to have a conversation with her where their relationship was, but and that could have been a full day of drinking and it was
Mhm.
like 4 in the morning. But then you get up like 5 hours later and you start again. So by the time the night after the vineyard, I mean, you could just have drinking so much for 2 days.
Totally. I know. So, yeah, and it all compounds, you know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. Some people were like, this one person said, they're like, so what if he was? I'm like, I wasn't saying it was
No,
like,
that's
I'm just saying,
fine.
like, was he? Because he was,
Yeah.
it seemed like he was more open,
He did. He did. He
right?
definitely was. Ryan is convinced it's Molly, which, if you go back to the Vanderpump Rules days, they said that like the producers cannot show that what they're using legally, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they were like, everyone talks about the Mexico trip with Ariana. Who is the person she keeps talking about in the hot tub? And
Oh, Yellow
she's got the
Rose
Minnie Mouse.
Smith.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, with the Minnie Mouse ears flashing. I mean, they can't show anything, but it was kind of like that. Like it seemed like it could have been a little more than alcohol. He was just very different than he had been in previous episodes.
Right, because Wes is always kind of funny and the funny guy, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
when he's not bringing humor, it's a different side that we normally don't see. So it was
Yeah.
very interesting. Then another thing is, I was just wondering, like Jesse, at the beginning of this, obviously Wes is happy that Sierra is talking to him,
Yeah.
but what has changed from when he was with her before? Did he sow his oats? Did he get out there and he realized, you know what? Sierra is the girl I want to be with because I don't think he should go after her unless he's ready to settle down. because I don't want to
I
see
agree.
her get her heart broken again. And I'm wondering, did Wes just get back into this because he was jealous that Jesse liked her?
That was a really good theory. And I hadn't thought about that till you said that. It was the first, sorry, the
No, you're
first
fine.
season that he went after her. It was the game, right? The chase of it. Then he
Hmm.
gets her, then he gets fame. And it's like, oh, it wasn't really that serious after all. Go back to the house. Now he's not liked. I think West is one of those that kind of like caught, like he needs to be liked by the public, by anyone
Hmm.
he's around. Wasn't he like quarterback of the football team in high school,
Yes.
college? So
Yes.
I wonder, along with Jesse being interested, how much it is he doesn't like that he is not liked by someone and it's a game again.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe I'll admit I love the game. I don't like like once it's over, it's like, ugh.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
for me, I want to keep it going in some capacity. But I wonder, I'm just like, is he just want the game? Does he just want to be in her good graces again? And then
That's
once he's there, it's over again.
that's what I would worry about. And Sierra, what we've seemed to learn, she really just wants a partner.
Yeah.
She wants someone to be with because we watched her with Austin, with Luke, with Wes, and every time it wasn't just a summer fling. It was
Yeah.
something she thought long term. So for her, I feel for her because she clearly still has feelings for him, but you can tell she doesn't know how to navigate him the way he's talking to her.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I heard like another podcast or something. They were saying that these guys that Sierra has met on this show are like your work crush. Like these guys
Oh,
would never even like when would she ever hang out with these guys? You know what I mean? If
true.
they weren't on the show together. And I was like, "Oh, that's a really good way of looking at it." But then also, that's where a lot of people meet their mates at
True.
work. So, because if you're traveling the world, it seems like she's hosting stuff, she's modeling. When are the times when you could develop a friendship with someone? If you're just always traveling and you're never I don't know how you even
That's
meet new
true.
people. So maybe this is an avenue for, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was on Carl's podcast and I was listening to it, and she had been nursing recently, like working as a nurse. And she said at the beginning of 2000 or 2025, she was let go from her nursing position. I'm like,
Oh.
wait, when were you nursing? Meaning to go off what you said is like she could meet a doctor, she could meet another nurse,
Hmm.
someone in the
Hmm.
medical industry. But I thought, when was she nursing? And I don't know, maybe she was doing PRN and they were letting go of people. But that would probably be a place to meet someone a little more stable. Because what single Bravo celebrity have we met when they came into their show single that they are now settled down with someone? Is there anybody?
There's got to be like one person that's
I
like,
know
right?
Vanderpump. Is
Like,
there a guy on? No, not on Vanderpump. It would be what, Southern Charm?
oh, those guys are lost over
No,
there.
Summer
I'm
House. Wait, Lindsay's boyfriend, season one of Summer House, Everett. I think he's
oh,
married now.
oh, is he? Oh,
I
and
think
Andrea
yes, that's a good
from
one.
Summer
But
House.
they didn't last on reality TV.
Yeah, that's true. Because they got a little bit more of a stable life.
Yes,
Right. And also, I just feel like if Sierra is always traveling, it was probably hard to be a nurse and also doing all of these like
yes, I would
gigs,
imagine.
right?
Yeah.
Like that schedule is crazy. But that's a good point. That would be a good place to meet someone. Do we want to talk about Bailey and Ben at
A
all?
little, a
Okay, okay.
little, because this is
Yeah.
my theory about Bailey and Ben. So Ben goes on to show his love, or not really, but for Amanda, and Bailey makes a joke. I
Hmm.
think Bailey really likes Ben.
Yeah.
And I think Bailey is frustrated that here's Amanda, married, star of the show, gets all of Ben's attention when she's the one interested. So she's trying to fit in. So let me make some sarcastic joke like they make.
Yeah.
It didn't land because someone said, what if Jesse said that joke? Would it have landed?
Yes. Yeah, Jesse would have gotten away with it. I heard that too, and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, yeah, Jesse would have been able to say that.
Well, Jesse's another one. Like Amanda is married, yet Jesse just professes his love. I say those words, but you know what I mean. On
Yeah.
social media, all the comments on her, but she's a married woman. And I wonder for Bailey if it's like, we see Amanda, we love Amanda, right? If she sees her, like, okay, she gets the attention of every guy in this house and she's married. Whereas I'm coming in single and I'm interested in
Exactly. Like,
someone.
can I get that's how I felt too. I felt like her joke didn't land, right? It didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
But then the way he responded to her was really weird and too much. And it kind of made it's like, oh, you put a bad taste in my
Yes.
mouth. Like, I thought he was really rude to her. And it's like, you shouldn't be doing that. Don't be yelling at
No.
people and like even kind of judging her room. Like when he came in, he was just like, "Oh, this is
Yeah.
disgusting," you know? Like,
Well, I wondered if producers said something to him. You need to go confront her. Oh, you're
yeah.
mad at her? We'll go say something to her and go into her room. But with Bailey's background, here comes someone walking in with confrontation because Ryan Bailey was saying his podcast. Ben didn't yell at her. And I'm like, hold on. He may have not technically
Right.
yelled,
Yeah.
but he was angry
hmm
and he came in with conflict, and Bailey was
hmm
not ready for that. And it ruined her whole weekend.
I know, and she didn't go out, and that was so sad. And yeah, it's just like, it's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Her joke wasn't good. She was jealous. And
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense to me. Let's talk about our favorite margarita lady,
Oh.
Bethenny Frankel. She made a video where she was talking about the scene from last week's Beverly Hills where Rachel is talking to her two young sons about divorcing their father. And Bethenny said, "This is the price of reality TV." She was like disgusted. And then there was a lot of comments. And I saw people on both sides. How do we feel about this?
So she's saying that, okay, in the moment, producers are telling her, you need to have this conversation. We need it on camera. It's the 5, 10 years down the road. Mom, you put me in a bad position. You put me on camera, making me speak bad about my father.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Bethany's in a different place. She's experienced it, but it's like telling your child not to do something because it's bad, but sometimes they have to experience those things on their own. But it's a huge cost to these kids. Because here's the thing is, even if they dislike, she's so fresh in this divorce that she's just seeing it from her side. Like, even if those kids are upset with their father, you've now put them on television for the world to see saying that they are upset with their father.
Yeah.
10 years down the road, they've mended things with their father, but that is still out there. And if they have a successful career, they're in the public eye like their parents, that is always going to be out there.
Yeah, yeah, I know. And I thought there were a couple times already this season that she kind of mentioned or referenced the fact that they are upset at their dad,
Mm-hmm.
right? But then when she kind of like asked him about it, like do you want to see your dad? Are you excited to see your dad? And he was like, yeah, he's my dad, or,
Yeah.
something like that earlier. So then, yeah, this scene. I didn't like it. I was like, oh, these poor kids, just because
Mm-hmm.
of everything that we've already seen on reality TV, and we've seen these kids grow up. And I feel bad that these
Yeah.
young kids are even on reality TV because they don't have a say in it. Their parents just make them. Even Lisa Rinna said in a new book that she bribed her kids to be
Yeah.
on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in the later seasons because they didn't want to do it. And she said she regrets that. And so it's just kind of, yeah, I don't
I
like
think it's how you
it.
bring them on too. I mean, Rachel is here telling her kids, you have to talk about the divorce. For any kid, like it's only been a year. Dad's just got this new girlfriend. They're just starting out. It's too early to make them come on camera and talk about it. And she's so in her anger with it. She
Yeah,
probably can't step back and think of it from the point of view. And maybe she's trying to win the divorce in the public eye.
absolutely. I have to tell you a reaction. I've been meaning to tell you this, but I'll just tell you on the pod.
Yeah.
My sister, who watched the Rachel Zoe project, I guess back in the day, but she saw a preview for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She doesn't watch Housewives. She's not
Okay.
into it, but she saw a preview for Beverly Hills and she was like, "Oh my gosh, Rachel Zoe." She's like, "She's such a narcissist." She had
Oh,
such a reaction to just
wow.
seeing Rachel. Yeah, and then I started to look at it from like a different lens, and I'm like, oh, I mean, she is very involved, but she's also
Yeah.
like, what is she a billionaire, millionaire? Like she's I just think those people that make so much money
Yeah.
are so used to people saying yes to them and like nobody's ever challenging you. So I do think that does something to your brain where you're just like,
Yeah.
I am the shit forever, you know?
Yeah.
And so I
Well,
don't
it's
know.
Rachel's first season too. And a lot of times with a narcissist, they can kind of swoon you and convince you that they're so wonderful. And that may be what we're seeing in this first season of her on Beverly Hills.
Mhm.
Come season 2, season 3, it may change. Didn't we all love Jack season 1 of Vanderpump? And we did not
Oh,
think he got a girl
yes.
pregnant in Vegas.
Yes, we did. And so did the other people on the show.
Katie thought
Yes,
that too. And look at him now. So,
exactly.
okay, we have to keep that in the back of the mind
Right. We just
because
file that away because also, you know how it changes on reality TV. You come on your first season and everyone loves you.
yeah.
Next season, you're the villain. You better watch out. Or maybe it takes 5 years, but eventually everyone comes for you and the audience turns on you. Then you sent me a TikTok
Yeah.
of, and I'm like, I'm afraid to say this
I'm afraid to say
because
it too.
there was a TikTok, this is all alleged,
Yeah.
that this chick said that she was reading comments that Rachel Zoe's like subscription box
Hmm.
wasn't paying their vendors and that she got a cease and desist from Rachel.
Right. So it was in the comments. The vendors, I guess, were calling or trying to contact Rachel's company or her, and they weren't responding, saying, like, hey, you got some of our products in your box, now you need to pay us. So then they went to wherever you can leave comments, social media, I'm not sure,
Mhm.
and commenting, pay us. Meredith Lynch was the creator. She
Okay.
said that when she got the cease and desist, Rachel Zoe's team is saying you created those comments through AI. Those never
Oh,
existed.
yes.
So that is Rachel Zoe's response to it. So whether we don't know what is
Right.
true, what is
It's
not
all
true, all
alleged.
alleged. But yeah, so not paying bills
And
is.
I had heard that somewhere else, another
I feel
maybe,
like I had
right? I
heard
feel
that
like
too.
the
Yes.
rumblings of that are kind of coming out or something.
Wait, going back to the narcissism with Rachel Zoe, now that you say that, if you think about how she really came in like she was top dog, didn't she? We're like, oh, look at Rachel
Absolutely.
Zoe. She's getting into conversations with people. She's making them accountable. She's asking them things. I'm like, oh, that is a little bit of a narcissist trait. Very much. Because she's
Oh,
only doing that and then talking about her divorce to put her husband down and make her ex-husband down and make
yeah.
him look bad. That's actually fascinating.
It's very interesting because Andy also said that Rachel called him and said,
Oh.
I want to come, like, I'll come back.
Oh.
Yes, he's like, actually, she reached out, or like maybe they had reached out to her before, but she was the one who said, I'd like to come on. So I really was like, okay, I do think that this has a lot to do with the divorce, and she is
Yes.
trying to win it publicly, and also
Hmm.
like, okay, I mean, her husband, I mean, we could see their relationship in the Rachel Zoe project, but like, he doesn't seem like that great either. But like he cheated on her or whatever, but like definitely we're only hearing her side and people love her. You make a video about
Hmm.
her and
Oh.
say anything negative, the people come for you. Trust me, because I did it. And and so I mean, and I didn't even say anything like bad,
Bad.
but people are
Hmm.
just like, "Oh, she looks great." Da da da, like leave her
Yeah.
alone. And they were really upset about Bethenny saying anything about her too.
I know. Well, at the end of the day, it is Rachel Zoe's decision. But I wonder because Roger has to sign off on those kids being on the show.
That part.
That's what's interesting for next season. I mean, so does PK and Dorit. But I wonder if
Oh,
PK does it because it makes money. Although, have the kids been on this season?
oh, good
I forgot that we've seen them this
question. Did we
season. Now
see
that you
them?
say that,
Oh,
but
now
Rachel
that,
films a
yeah,
lot with her
with her
boys.
kids.
A
Yes. And
lot,
it's mostly about the dad.
yeah. Like the whole thing with the ex girlfriend and her coming around. I was listening to the Two T's podcast. It was actually really good with Teddy and Dolores recapping Beverly Hills.
Oh,
And Teddy's going through the divorce, and Rachel did. And Teddy's like, at the end of the day, you can't control who your ex introduces to your kids. I mean,
it's
I know in
true.
some divorces you can have in the custody or whatever, saying it has to be 6 months till you introduce them to a
Mm.
partner or whatever. But if you say this is my friend, it's like she wants to still control Roger, but she just can't anymore.
Yeah.
And that's where her
Yes.
frustration comes in. Because at this point, it's just telling Roger the wishes of your children. Hey, the boys are really not comfortable with her, and they're not comfortable telling you, so maybe don't have her around.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear Roger on a podcast to tell his side. I really would.
Oh, yeah.
I want to
That,
know what happened because she speaks very like when they were in the Hamptons. This was the day I knew it was done. Well, how did you know
yes.
it was done? And he told me. Well, what did he tell you? She
Yeah.
talks around it, but doesn't give us the actual substance.
Interesting.
Like I don't feel like I'm really everyone says she's giving everything about the divorce, but we don't know what happened. So I don't
Hmm.
think she is. She's giving us her feelings about it. She's giving breadcrumbs of things that have happened that
Right.
upset her. But
And
what happened?
I just thought when she told that story in the Hamptons that that was the day that he told her that he cheated on her, or that's what I
That's what
thought.
we assume.
Yeah, and that's
But I don't know the full story. I haven't read enough, and I probably should go out read whatever the, you know, tabloids are
tabloids.
saying because I don't know that story, and I actually would like more.
Right, but it's probably skewed. Just
Yeah,
saying,
I you probably haven't watched Beverly Hills yet from last
I
night, but
haven't.
she's twinning with Amanda Francis in last night's episode. They're both in Versace, similar colors, and I'm just gonna ruin it for you. And Erica Jane says, "Oh, she's in her confessional. Oh, they were in the same colors. I bet Rachel's gonna go burn that outfit when she gets home."
Yes, as she should, as she should. I think that was all I wanted to discuss about Beverly Hills. Is that okay with you?
Yes, and I really want to talk next week about last night's episode. I
Okay,
was on
okay.
threads today, like commenting everywhere, responding to people. It wasn't that it was a great episode, it was just diving into more of the dynamics with Amanda and Erica and everybody.
Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh, let's talk about we have couple of new shows that have
Mhm.
dropped, but we have a show that just debuted again that had been with us, or we just had the premiere of Southern Hospitality. But we just found out that Grace Lilly, who's one of the stars of it, has been arrested again.
Okay, you have to tell me about Grace Lilly. So I
Okay.
have just started watching Southern Hospitality. I've watched the first two episodes of season 4, and then I went back and watched the very first episode. And I followed over the 4 years, yeah,
Hmm.
on social media what's going on. So when we meet Maddie and Grace in the very beginning,
Hmm.
Maddie's from New York City and she's sober. She's very close with Grace Lilly. All
Yes.
I know about Grace Lilly is that she's had multiple drug charges. It's very because, and it's not just like marijuana, it's like some hardcore stuff. So I
Yeah,
wondered how they were so close.
that is a great question. And as when you start watching and you meet Grace Lilly originally, we don't know anything about that stuff. She's like very like free spirit, kind of like hippie-ish, kind of, but like Southern hospitality kind of
Mm-hmm.
hippie. So she's like very cute, very fun, very like her tagline is wavy baby. And
Oh,
um
okay.
and wavy is something that people say when I'm like, how much do they censor this when they're high on K, which you can figure out what that is.
Oh,
But that's
okay.
something people say, I was wavy, which was interesting because Lake said she was wavy in this latest
Oh, with the
episode.
glasses on, did
Yeah,
she?
I was like, why would she use that word? But maybe that's not like a term that's used. But when I think of Grace Lilly, I just think she's like, I'm wavy, baby.
She's
Like
just like in the
she's just,
70s,
yeah,
flower child, hippie.
totally. Yeah, but she like happens to be from the South. And like I think her and Maddie just, I don't know, like opposites tracked kind of
They're
thing.
so different.
They,
I couldn't see how they
yes.
were friends.
I know, and it was one of those things in the first season where I was like, "Really? Are you guys really friends? Or is this just like a friendship for TV?" But no, they really are, and we get to kind of see Grace in and out in the other seasons. She kind of comes and goes. She is a free spirit. You'll see from, I don't want to give away too much, but she kind of pops in, pops out. She goes through, like she dates this guy. She loves her cat. She just is kind of like.
So does she not
or
work at
whatever.
Republic at all for the 4 years? She's at Bourbon and Bubbles.
She does work there for a bit.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, well, I'll tell you, yeah, she does work there for a bit there.
Okay.
That's all
But
I'm
is
saying.
she like a friend of
She is, I think, kind of like a friend of
the whole time,
because
all 4 years?
she never really seems like she's a main cast member. That
Oh, I never
first
realized that.
that first season, maybe I would say is the most we see of her.
So
Um,
she has a big impact then because I know of her as like, I always thought she was one of the main people on that show.
no, she's definitely
Oh,
not one of the main. Yeah, like she's not Maddie. She's not Emmy. Would say those are like the
those are the
two
main.
main people. Yeah,
Who do people like better? Who's the girl that like they root
that is
for?
tough
They're all
because
kind of insufferable. They have parts
no,
that are
like
insufferable.
this is the thing about this cast is like this cast is I think as close as we're gonna get as of now to a Vanderpump Rules kind of thing because they're all very messy. They all want this show to like make it or be the
Mhm.
best, and they all keep hanging out together. So I feel like on some other shows that they people don't want to hang out with each other, whatever. But these people, maybe it's
Oh,
not far along enough, but these people just they hang out with each other and
yeah,
they're just in that
that bubble.
Charleston bubble that they can't, it's not like they're in LA and they can go star in something else or like, have a bunch
Yeah.
of opportunities. It's like they're there and they're together. And like, yeah, they all party together. They've all like hooked up together. It's just like all these, but they are willing to do anything for a storyline.
Well, yes. So I saw a little bit the clip for the reunion and
Hmm.
how it was TJ and Bradley lied to, I'm talking slow to get the names right, Maddie about Trevor having been with
Yes.
someone, and she is brokenhearted. Meanwhile, her Joe's her fiance,
Boyfriend.
boyfriend, sitting next to her, and she is just sobbing. And here Joe is just trying to comfort her. Like, well, this is very awkward.
Yes. And Joe was in on that group text. So Joe knew about that. But
Okay, because when Mia said that she wasn't in the
yes.
group text, I was like, wait, isn't that Joe in the group text?
Yes, yes. No, Joe, and this is the thing, like, I don't know if Maddie just can't like wrap her head around that part or she thinks Joe had nothing to do with it, but like Joe knew about that. And Joe, you should know, has loved Maddie from the beginning of the show.
Okay.
But she wasn't really into him. And then she was with this boyfriend, Trevor, who had cheated on her in the past. So they had broken up. And then they got back together. And that's when Brad and TJ made up that rumor. But like, it's like everyone was in that group chat. You know what I mean? Or like a lot
Yeah.
Joe was in it. So it's
Was he
so
just a horrible guy, this Trevor, and they all wanted her away from him?
he was like a dirt bag. But the thing is, now that I think about it, did the show just make he didn't honestly, now that I think about it, he didn't really do anything on the show to show that he was like a dirt bag. It was mostly everyone else
Oh,
talking about what a jerk he was. And I just fell into that because I was like, oh yeah. Like I used to really like Emmy. Will, who's Emmy's
yes.
fiance, used to be best friends with Brad and TJ and Joe. There were like
Oh,
the four when the show started, it was very like Southern Charm kind of esque. We had like the
yeah.
boys and then the girls and Emmy and Maddie and Mia. I think were Mia and Emmy were like best friends before. And
Okay.
now they like don't even talk.
Oh, so that's why they filmed a scene with Molly and TJ. So Mia's more friends with TJ and Molly.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Michael's. Is he new? He's
Yes,
like a
he's
baby and he's
new.
doing his little
I
kneeling with them. I'm like, you're so
know.
cute.
Yeah, he's
And then
so
he's
cute.
crying to Leva, like the heaving cry. It's like, I relate.
He was new last season and he like everyone loved him. So they
Okay.
kept him. Oh, something you should know about is that every year they have like a disgusting straight guy join the show that is
Well,
like I will just say they are a slut. Like it is weird. The guys that they find to put on this show, I'm like, what? Like every year it's the same kind of archetyped of a
Like a
guy.
chef in his 20s.
Kind of, yeah, like that guy Justin, who's like, I'm
I
just
no,
trying to
don't
get
like him.
laid.
No,
Yeah,
thank
like it's
you.
that guy. Last year it was this other guy who similar but different than that guy. Then the year before that, it's this, I don't even, you're watching this with your daughter. This guy
Yeah, last
O'Sheen,
yeah.
he pours milk on his like naked body on only, like he has an OnlyFans and he
Oh.
pours milk on himself. I think he's wearing like underwear in the scene when they like show it, but like that was his thing. He was the milkman because he was on OnlyFans and like people, I was like, what? And then
Oh my
like it's
gosh.
just, I'm like, where did they find these people? So just know, yeah, you got some real douchebags that you're gonna
Oh God.
encounter.
What happened to Will? So he was on the first season. He's not
Mhm,
on this
mhm.
season?
He was on season one, two, and three. He was like one of
Okay.
the main characters season
Oh.
one. And season, I mean, he was going to law school or he was going to go to law
Yeah, I
school.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so he starts out as a bartender, then he like his whole like thing is like he's going to go to law school. Emmy's like whole life is just about being his wife. She just wants to
Mm.
be a lawyer's wife, and so that's like what she wants to do. Then there's rumors that Will cheated on Emmy. There's
Oh
like lots of
gosh.
rumors about that. He always denies it. Emmy always believes him. And so it's progressed to a point that they just keep saying that he's cheating on her, and Will and Emmy kind of like are on an island by themselves. And then
That's what it
Will,
seems.
right, but he quit the show basically. He didn't show up to the reunion
Oh, his
last.
mental health, she said,
Yes.
because of his mental health.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't know if we'll see him, but
Well, and so what's the deal with Brad and his girlfriend? What does he have a bad history of cheating too?
yeah, kind of.
Is this her first season on his
Yeah, that
girlfriend?
this is her first season. He always has like someone he's dating or like dated. And yeah,
She got in the
and
mix because when he
she
was arguing
did.
with Maddie, when she, I'm like, wait, who are you? You weren't in season one? Are you allowed to be arguing here?
No, I know. And I was like, okay, I think that she wants to be on the show. You know,
Yeah.
she was like, I'll get in there and all. And then she's also the one that said, oh, you should invite Emmy to, the party or whatever, which we
Oh,
get to,
she
right?
did say, well, maybe she's a
Yeah.
producer. Maybe she
She,
knows how to get the camera time for her anniversary party.
maybe that's why she's on there. I want to actually ask you one quick thing before we do
Yeah.
our rapid fire, which I have a
Okay.
bunch of them. Ladies of London, breakout star.
Oh, so I didn't watch last night's episode. So I watched episode 1 and 2, Martha and Kimmy. And also Margot is really good. She's
Yes.
so beautiful. But Martha and Kimmy, and I saw a clip from I think last night's episode, they're just raw. Like Martha is really just sharing her life. I think
Mm-hmm.
she is going,
Mm-hmm.
her and Kimmy just, she just looks so funny.
I know. Yes. I agree with you. I know Martha is like from a different time. She's like a little like Grey Gardens-esque, and
Yes.
I'm okay with that. I'm interested to see where she's gonna go. Like her whole look and aesthetic is like from
Yes.
a
The
different
curls.
time. Yes. It's
I
like,
wonder if they're going to be like our Lucy and Ethel,
oh,
Martha and Kimmy.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh,
It looks
Kimmy,
so good.
right? Kimmy also is like from a different time too,
She is. She looks
right?
British. I thought she was British.
Same, same.
I'm
I,
curious for her story. It looks like her daughter is autistic. They're little. She's not with the
mhm.
father. It just seems like we've got new stories, and I think that's what
Yes,
Bravo needs: new stories. Because I've
absolutely.
heard that one of the reasons a theory is that they're not pushing Miami is because they want to see how Rhode Island does. If they want to put more money at, maybe they
Oh,
want to put more money into Rhode Island.
right.
And just before we got on, I saw Bravo and Cocktails is saying that Teresa, Melissa, and Dolores are signed to Jersey. I don't know if it's
Oh
true.
my
Just saw that.
gosh. Okay, well, I hope they bring back Miami. I still want Rhode Island
I
and
know.
Jersey, but you got to bring back Miami because it's
I
so
agree.
good. I want to ask you,
Okay.
this is our rapid fire. We
Yes.
end every episode with rapid fire questions. So this week it is villain or icon.
Okay.
And you answer and then I'll answer. Okay.
Okay.
Lisa Renna.
I think she evolved from villain to now icon in her post traders world.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say icon. Bethenny Frankel, also known as Margarita Lady.
She did a flip. She went from icon to how did we ever see she was an icon? Um, there's a new video of her out, by the way, with the Nurse Jamie product that cracks on her face and she is bleeding.
I saw the beginning of a video. It was muted,
Oh,
but
there's three
like
videos
I
about it now.
saw blood and like a bloody towel. I
Yeah,
was like, I don't want to see whatever that is. I don't want to see it. I
yeah.
was like,
I just Nurse Jamie is a big. I mean, you're in California. Like, if there, Jeff Lewis always talks about how he goes to Nurse Jamie. So she just put that product on blast. But because she posted another video and everyone says, you keep slamming that product on the table. You probably cracked it yourself and then put it to your face.
I love that somebody said that. I agree.
Okay.
She is a villain, right?
Mm-hmm.
But would I want her back with those OG ladies? Yes, I would. Teresa Giudice or Giudice.
I am not a Teresa fan. I have never been one. I wouldn't give her either title. But if in the cultural zeitgeist, I think enough tree huggers would call her an icon. But I don't even think she's a villain. I don't. I'm
Yeah, I don't think I'm not a tree hugger, but I say she's an icon. I like her. LVP.
From icon to villain.
Yeah, yes. 100%, 100%. Nene Leakes.
Icon.
Icon.
Icon for
Forever
sure.
icon. Like you can
Yes.
sue Bravo as much as you want. You will always be an icon. And you're welcome back now. Picture of her and Portia on Portia's social media,
Oh, I
getting
didn't
a
see
lot of
that.
buzz. Yeah. And people were
Oh,
saying this means the door's open. Like, yeah,
surely she'll come back in some capacity next season.
totally. Totally. Right. Danielle Staub.
Oh, villain.
Yeah,
Villain. I don't
absolutely.
think she could ever break that to icon.
Tom Sandoval.
Villain.
Aviva.
No, a, well, a
She
mini
threw the
icon.
leg.
A
She threw the
mini icon. I just supposedly she's in talks to be. I mean, The Golden Life just started filming, and supposedly she might be on it. But is it her ex-husband Harry
Dubin.
Harry Dubin that helps to make her an icon and gives her to that status?
Good question. Yeah, I would say a mini icon because of the leg scene.
Yeah.
Jax Taylor?
No, villain.
Yeah.
Villain.
Oh, I'm interested to hear what you say about this one. Janet from the Valley.
So villain. I was never a
Okay.
Janet from the Valley fan, but
Okay.
Lawless. You got worried for a second.
I was because I didn't know if you were or
We
not.
always
So
have
I was
opposite
like,
takes.
I was like, oh no, if she likes Janet, the Valley is going to be really hard for us to watch together.
No. She's kind of like an Amanda Francis. I cannot stand
Okay.
her.
Okay.
And Lala is good friends with her and said on her Amazon Live this week that things might be changing this season. You might see things differently. I'm like, oh, Michelle's going to be more of a villain for me because I felt like
Okay.
Michelle
Oh,
kind of went to villain territory because she was friends with Janet.
yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait. April
Yeah.
1st. Cannot wait.
And then, okay, we'll just do maybe one more. Lisa Barlow.
So I had a hiatus of Salt Lake and didn't watch
Uh-huh.
for many years. So,
Okay.
okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm going to say villain.
Oh,
Villain.
I say
I
icon.
know.
Oh,
I
I
know.
know.
I didn't like
Okay.
the French fries in the bathtub. No thanks.
Oh, okay. I don't, oh yeah, I saw that. We'll end with Tamara Judge.
I love Tamara. So for myself, icon, but I can see how someone says villain.
I think she's both because she's kind of taken on both personas still-ish. But yeah, I say icon too. But I feel
Yeah.
like, she can be both. Thank you so much for being here. Watch us weekly on YouTube and Spotify, and we are also on everything. So follow us at the Bravo Rundown, and thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.